Well, we do want to start with the Rust topic. Everybody
Mm.
remembers when the tragic death of Helena Hutchins happened. We're keeping you updated with everything that's going on with that. So, of course, like I said, we begin this industry news with an update on the trial where the verdict could have had huge implications in the film and television industry in the future. A New Mexico judge has scheduled the manslaughter trial in the Rush shooting to begin on December 6th. Now, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, who's 26, faces charges of involuntary manslaughter and tampering with evidence in connection to the accidental shooting of cinematographer Helena Hutchins. She faces up to 3 years in prison if convicted. Now, Gutierrez Reed submitted a not guilty plea in writing on Wednesday, waiving her right to appear for a formal arraignment. She had previously waived her right for a preliminary hearing on the charges. Gutierrez Reed was the armorer on the Rust, the low budget Western starring Alec Baldwin, as you all know. She loaded a Colt 45 revolver that Baldwin was holding when it fired, killing Hutchins and wounding the film's director. Now, prosecutors have alleged that she has failed to properly check all of the rounds if they were dummies or not, which would be reasonable, real bullets, but not certain if not contain a projectile. Now, the prosecution has also claimed that Gutierrez Reed may have been hung over at the time. Oh, that's not good.
Mm.
Though the defense had adamantly denied that her judgment was impaired. Now, Gutierrez Reed is charged with handing off a bag of cocaine to someone else after being questioned about the shooting. The prosecution alleges that she did so in order to impede the investigation and hide damaging evidence. Now, Judge Mary Merlot Sumer scheduled the trial to run from December 6th through the 15th. Now, jury selection will take place on December 5th. Now, the drugs and being hungover is something that I did not know about. So that is absolutely wild. Even more so, it's obvious that she was tampering with things. She was trying to cover up her tracks. So that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I remember us talking about some of the crew members saying that they were drunk and having shooting at, cans and bottles the night before. And that's how some might have thought that the real bullets accidentally got put in the guns because she never unloaded them.
Right.
But this is the first I'm hearing about cocaine. Like, it's
Yeah.
one thing to be drunk the next morning, but if you were high on cocaine and that's what you're hungover on, no wonder you're trying to hide the evidence. Look, and I'm not necessarily sure I agree with involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah.
Like, if she was doing drugs the night before and she knew that she did not unload that gun or check those guns, that's not involuntary. That's on purpose. Like
Yeah.
like not planned. Obviously, it wasn't
Obviously.
planned. So maybe it has to be some sort of a premeditation to get full out manslaughter. But 3 years. I mean, she was high, allegedly high, didn't check the gun, had real bullets in the gun, and this woman is dead. And you're saying 3 years?
Yeah.
That seems fucked up to me, bro. Like, I mean, I
Yeah.
think it should just be way more than that.
Yeah. With the amount of responsibility you have with using either live or dummy rounds, like you need to make sure you're on your A game no matter what. So nobody gets hurt. So an unfortunate event like this does not happen. So yeah, that's absolutely wild. It's definitely something that we're going to keep on top of and keep reporting on as the trial gets closer and is going forth.
Yeah,
So,
because
yeah,
if somehow this verdict ends up in her favor, what implications does that have moving forward for other people with firearms on the set?
right.
If she somehow gets off, you're saying, fuck around, who cares? It's all good. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we can't have that happen. We speak from experience. Our film involved a gun. Our firing pin was removed. Our gun wasn't even able to fire, and we checked that shit numerous times. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. It's
Yeah.
reckless. Like you said, we're going to keep an eye on it. I just think it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, even with us not even getting any bullets or anything, no dummy rounds, no real rounds, we still made sure to check every single time because a lot of people are handling it. So
Yeah.
you don't want to have something bad happen. So
No.
you just have to be very careful with these type of things.
You sure do, man.